Hi, I'm Tamay Shannon with W2S Marketing, and I just exposed my business on BizLinks TV network. Learn how you can have a thriving and active social media community that supports your business. Coming up on my episode of That's My Biz on BizLinks TV.
That's My Biz is sponsored by Visita Live Site and Constant Contact. Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of That's My Biz. I'm Pamela Alexander, your host, and we want to just thank you so much for continuing to join us with each episode as we bring to you the wonderful businesses, nonprofits, and associations that we meet when we're out there networking. We have a fantastic guest with us today. Hopefully my Twitter shirt gives you a little hint into what we're going to talk about, but I do first want to remind you to watch this episode again at www.bizlinks.tv. You can also check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/BizLinksTV, and then our YouTube channel, because we're all about the branding, right?
Yes.
YouTube channel at youtube.com/BizLinksTV. I want to ask you, make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you share, make sure that you, when you subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get the updates about episodes as we release them, but just the importance of sharing and commenting, and you'll find out even more why I tell you this each and every episode with today's topic. So, as you can guess, today we're going to talk about lifestyle. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to talk about social media. We have with us our guest, Tamay Shannon. Welcome, Tamay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Now, Tamay is with W2S Marketing, Where to Start Marketing, and she is just all about helping small businesses and learn about social media, how to be more productive with their social media, how to get results from their social media. So this is an episode I'm just going to go ahead and tell you now. Get your pen, get your paper, because you are going to learn a lot today. So Tamay, I just first want to start with asking, I love the company name, W2S Marketing, Where to Start. It just ties in so well with what you do. Just give me a little insight of just how did that come about?
So the story of my origins is quite funny. My mother, she said, "Hey, Tamay, you've been doing this on the side for people. Why don't you start a business?" And I was like, "You're crazy," you know. But mother knows best. And so 6 months later, I started my business, and I sat down on my pen and pad, and I was just writing and writing and writing, and it just came to me, and I loved it so much because I wanted it to be a place where business owners could be like, okay, there's Periscope and Instagram and Snapchat and all of this stuff. Where do I start? Where do I begin? What's the genesis of like my social media for my business? So that's how it came about, and it's just really reflective of why I do my business.
Wow, I love that. And there's so many things going on in social media today.
Yes.
You know, when we started our business, social media wasn't so hot. We hadn't really even heard of Facebook. It may not have even existed yet. I think it was still the big world of MySpace at the time. So, but now when Facebook came about and then all these social media businesses keep popping up, you know, it's challenging for a small business to understand, what do I do? Which ones do I do first? So tell me a little bit, just on the general plane of social media, how does a business go about figuring out where to start?
The first thing is don't do all the platforms. You don't need to. I tell business owners all the time, yeah, there's Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and Pinterest and YouTube, and it goes on, and they're like, should I be on all of them? And the first thing I ever say is no. That's crazy. You're a small business owner, and your main job is to do your business. Your main job is to make sure that you're making your clients happy. So I suggest at most 1 or 2 if business owners are going to manage it themselves. Just 1 or 2 platforms.
But aren't I going to miss out and not really grow my business that way?
Fear of missing out, FOMO. Yes. People say that a lot. And you know what? It's not true. Because you basically, if you manage to do 5 and you're posting on 5, that means something else is falling by the wayside. Maybe you're not doing your finances. Maybe you're not servicing your clients. But if you're active on 5 social media platforms and it's your business, something else is not getting done in the background. And that something else is way more important than showing your face on 5 platforms.
I love that. So that is one of the big notes. And this is why I just love Tamay, because, I mean, we preach this same stuff constantly, that you don't have to be on all of them. So now, what do you tell a small business? They may have gone and created a presence on several of them, but maybe on Twitter they're not really that active. They might kind of post it occasionally. Now, would you suggest that they take it down, or what do you suggest they do?
I would suggest, like, if you already stepped in that land, go ahead and just put up a sign and say, hey, currently, if you want to find out updates about us, find out what we're doing, direct them towards your active platform at that point. So if you only occasionally post on Twitter, direct them towards Facebook if you're more active on Facebook, or direct them towards Instagram if you're more active on Instagram. But don't feel overwhelmed and feel like, well, I already started it, I have to soldier through. No, no.
So do they do that just in their profile to tell them go over here?
Yeah, go on the profile, include the link, and most of the times you can have a hyperlink, and so people just click and they'll go there. So, but just give people a direction to go, because at least if they looked you up, they want to know about your business. Right. So just give them, hey, just go over here, find out more information.
Okay. So see, there you go. You don't have to stress out about all this. We promise. We promise it should not be as complicated as time consuming as most people are making it. So now, in talking about cross-platforms, so what about, because I know on Instagram, you can then make that post, also post to Facebook, also post to Twitter. Is there value in that? Is that the way they really should be doing it, or not?
No. Short answer. Short answer, no. The reason why is because how you talk on Instagram and how you talk on Facebook or how you talk on Twitter is totally different. So have you seen those posts on the Facebook timeline when there's like a lot of hashtags and you're like, what is this? So that doesn't work. But it's great for Instagram. You're supposed to have a lot of hashtags, but for Facebook it doesn't work. So it's that cross-posting that makes it look really weird and looks like you're not paying attention anyways. Right,
and I love it. And so let's just go there. The world of hashtags. First of all, tell everyone what hashtags are, and then let's get into some nitty-gritty about it.
So hashtags are the old school pound sign, and so they're basically a way to say, hey, there's a subject, whether it's Throwback Thursday, TBT, or, you know, blessed, whatever it is. But it's a hashtag that people are having a conversation around. And it's a really, really great way to find your ideal client and participate in that conversation and to draw them into your business.
Okay, so I love that. So for everyone out there, you got it, hashtags, filters, way to find all these people that are talking about that one particular topic. Now, I think the key to it, of course, is that you're using the right hashtags that people are using, right? Because some people just hashtag every other word, and how valuable is that? You know?
Not valuable at all. Actually, one of my favorite tools is Hashtagify, hashtagify.me, hashtagify.me. It's a really great tool. It's a free tool, and people can research hashtags. So they can see which ones are popular, which ones are trending, and how people are using it, so they can go better educated into what to add to their tweet or what to add to the Instagram post.
Okay, great. So now, have hashtags really... How useful are they now? Because it does seem like people have just abused the hashtag. And I know Instagram and Twitter is where they make the most difference and where they're really used. So how useful are they really? Because so many people don't know what they're doing with hashtags that, you know, is it useful anymore? They're
actually still really useful. Like you said, Instagram, Twitter, those are the main places. But if you have a hashtag that's pretty universal, like TBT, you can actually look it up on Facebook and other places to see how people are sharing themselves, and that might give you insight into your client and what's important to them in their past, and like create that bridge of connection and relationship there. So yeah, hashtags are definitely still important, even though people abuse them.
Okay, so y'all have it, still use hashtags, but please, please, please learn how to use them correctly. Now, is there a point where it's too many hashtags in one post?
Oh my goodness, yes.
Y'all knows I'm just asking these questions, because I know you have these questions out there.
So if the whole post is hashtags, no, there's Instagram, Twitter, there's no platform where that makes sense, because you also have to look at the readability. Can people actually read what you wrote? And that's really important. And having those hashtags there impacts that a lot.
Right. That's true. It makes it very hard to read and understand the sentence. Now, should they do the hashtags in the middle of the post, or just save it for the end of the post?
I do both. It depends on what I'm posting. Sometimes if I have a link, I'll post them all at the end. But sometimes if I'm writing something myself, I'll have the hashtag in the middle of the sentence. So either way, I've gotten great results either way.
Now, do you have a favorite social media platform?
I love Twitter, but I'm kind of in love with Periscope. And then Facebook Live. It's just, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it.
Well, and then see, for all of you out there, just because what we love is the world of video is growing and growing and growing, and that's part of why you need to do it. More of the the live, like you mentioned, Facebook Live, the Periscope, the live streaming type platforms are becoming more popular, especially with mainstream businesses. Now I think one challenge is a lot of people have jumped in and are just following what they're seeing other people doing and don't really have a plan on it. So tell me a little bit about, which one should I go with? You got Periscope, Blab, Facebook, Google Hangouts. Which one should I really use, or do they all do the same thing, or so where's the value?
They're all different. Periscope, I like Periscope because it's the new kid on the block and it has different thinking around it. Facebook Live, it's a love-hate relationship because I understand what they're doing, and you can do a lot of things you can do on Facebook you can't do on Periscope. However, it's Facebook. So eventually the rug is going to get pulled out. Once Facebook gets that, a lot of people using it, they're going, okay, great, now we're going to charge, just like they did with Facebook posts, just like they, everybody had access to it, and then they're, okay, great, now boost your post. Right. So I think the same thing is going to happen with Facebook Live. However, right now, it's a wide open world. They're really pushing people to use it to have original content on Facebook, so people stay on Facebook. So they're both different sides of the same coin. And either way, it's a really great way to investigate your business and sharing yourself in the world in a unique and different way, and to get access to people that you can't network with because they're not in your locale. So now how's the challenge with doing live streaming? Because now, does the person have to be there? Obviously, during the live part, be there when you're streaming. Do people need to figure out what's the best time of day to do this? Or what's the value once it's over? Yeah, so the value once it's over is repurposing content. You can take it and put it on YouTube. You can take it, get a transcription of it, and make it a blog post or make it some other type of post. So reusing the content that way is really good. And then also, for Periscope, the video is 24 hours. It stays live for 24 hours. And then live, there's no time limit. So it's a really great way to leave people don't like to read as much as they used to. So having people be able to click play and see your brand live on the screen is a really great way to expand your business. So now with the live streaming as well, is it for everybody? Should every business be out there doing Periscope and Facebook and, No. But people always say, well, I'm not this bright, bubbly personality. Should I do it? I'm like, yes. I've seen people who are and quiet and woo-woo and whatever, and they're not like, and it's okay because you are reflective and you draw the people that are meant to be drawn to you. So whether you have a big personality or a small personality, that doesn't matter. If you have something to say and you can communicate it great through video, then take that chance, jump, push broadcast, and go for it. So there you all have it. Now, we have tons that I know this could just be, we're a series because we have so much to share with you. But we're going to take a break for our sponsors. And then when we get back, I want to delve more into how you work with the businesses to help them just rein all of this in. So everyone, we'll be right back.
See that woman? She's not just someone who can make a Cancun vacation tax deductible. She's a marketer. Sharon uses constant contact email to maintain and build relationships. She sends her clients professional newsletters. And she can see who opens and clicks on them, so she knows what's working. It's not just those fast fingers that keep Sharon's clients flocking back. Sharon's a marketer, and all it took was constant contact. Try it free.
Visita provides a complete business calendar, fully integrated with your client scheduling experience. You can view and manage your daily schedule and any upcoming meetings, and most importantly, schedule new appointments and follow-ups with your clients. Using Visita Calendar for client scheduling will save you time and deliver a better service to your clients. Visita Calendar automatically syncs with your existing calendar on Google, Outlook, iPhone, and more.
We're back, and we want to thank our sponsors. Without them, it's not possible to keep this on the air, so we appreciate them so much. We also appreciate you because you all are just as important as those sponsors. Continuing to watch and continuing to share this with others. Thank you very much. Please continue to do so. And speaking of sharing, I mentioned at the beginning, I was going to tell you why it's so important. So when we talk about the different posts that we do on social media, a lot of people might look at the videos that you put out there, look at your posts, some may tag it or may like it
Right.
a little bit, but talk about the value of sharing the post and commenting on posts.
You know, it's social. The reason why it's so hard for people to get a grasp on, because it's hard to track, because I have had people come to me with like, I've been watching you. I'm like, what do you mean? And that's what social is all about. People pick up little breadcrumbs and follow you and pay attention to you. So the value of sharing is giving people access to you, and then commenting gives that engagement across all platforms, whatever you decide to participate in, Pinterest, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever. Engagement is what really, that's the juice of social media, is engagement.
Okay, so everyone out there, we definitely want you to continue to engage with us, but also, you know, share it, let others know about it, but give us some comments so that we can share those with our guests as well. Ask some questions out there as well. We want that again. We believe in engagement marketing around here, so we want to do that. Now, one platform we haven't talked that much about, but that is so important for businesses is LinkedIn.
Oh, I love LinkedIn.
Yeah, so it's a little different animal than the others, although now we have the challenge of some people trying to treat it like Facebook. Talk a little bit about that.
LinkedIn is, I love it because it is the only platform meant for business owners. People go there to do business. Like, it's amazing, and I love it for that. People go there with a business mindset, so you can get things done on LinkedIn that you can't get done on Facebook or Snapchat, because people are like, no, I'm looking for this person to fill this need in my business. So it's a great big shopping mall for businesses, and so that's why I love it, and that's why I think if you're in business, definitely having a place on LinkedIn is a great way to show your recommendations, how people, you know, video recommendations are awesome. Show your work, show your thought leadership, and show your acumen. Show what you've done in the past, and show your resume, basically.
Okay, wow, so they can do video recommendations.
Oh, yes,
now.
I have one. It's awesome. Video recommendations, because video, people can see the expressions, see how they get excited about your business, and that's what convinces people the fastest.
I love that, because I tell everyone, make sure that you get testimonials and put those out there on your YouTube channel. So now think about doing a video recommendation. Help the businesses out that you're connecting with. You know, because like you said, it's social. It's not just about you. So it's not for you to kind of just tell everybody what you're doing all the time, but it's also reaching out to others, you know, giving them some props and all of that as well. We know we're in the world of selfies, but it's still supposed to be social, right? So, Tamay, I want to get into your services. W2S Marketing, you have some fantastic services, because this is a lot. And it can get overwhelming quickly for small businesses to make it effective. Because we hear you've got to constantly be on it. You know, I need to run my business. So tell everyone about your services and how it helps them to be able to get this done and still have that online presence.
Yeah, so basically my services fall into that space of making business owners' lives easier. And so we love to take over social media, because at the end of the day, your job is not to do the financial portion. Your job is not to do the social media or the marketing. Your job is to execute your business and fulfill on your clients' needs. And then everything else, you hire people who love to do what they do. So you've got a room full of people who love to do what they do to make your business excel. And so that's what I do. I manage social media for small business owners, so they don't have to worry about it.
Wow. So now, how does it then not become, if someone else is doing my social media posts, then how does it not become more impersonal if I don't, you know, do you use my kind of still language?
Right.
And how does that work?
Well, and you know, that's the thing. At the end of the day, I actually have to vibe with the business owner. I have to like them as a person, like their business. So I get to know them. We become friends. Like, this is not like a business transaction. We like each other at the end of the day. And that way I can actually authentically communicate your voice, because I know, oh, she wouldn't say that.
Okay.
Or, yeah, that's it. That's what we're going to. So I know them, and I know their business, and I know what lights them up. So it makes it easier for me to communicate as them on social media.
Wow. And then also talk about, do you encourage the business owners to still get out there and do some of their own posts so that they kind of know what's going on out there?
Well, there are things I tell businesses I can't capture. You know, if you're speaking at an audience, I can't be up there snapping pictures of the audience, but you can. So there are definitely moments and times that I can never capture because I'm not you. And so that's, I still encourage business owners to participate, because it still is a part of the business, and they should just every now and then take a peek, look in, see what's going on.
Okay, I love that. So now talk a little bit about that from the business side of it, you know, knowing their target audience, because of course that's something that you've got to, how do you help them, I guess, capture that through social media?
So the great thing about social media is that it's feedback. It's a big old feedback form. And so when you put something out, you put a post out, you put something out, and you're not getting feedback, you can say, oh, wow, either my message is not resonating with the audience that I'm targeting, or something else is going on. So getting feedback or getting engagement on social media is a way for you to understand, yes, this resonates, no, this doesn't. And that allows you to really hone in on your target market more than they're a female that lives in Atlanta who likes to run.
Okay, so you've got to really figure out, one, know your target market. Like you said, it's just not all women. Right. Start bringing that in, and reeling that in. And now, in a bit of the kind of, we know that social media is moving more into that pay-to-play arena, especially Facebook, of course. Yeah. Moving into the pay-to-play arena. What value have you seen in actually paying for posts? I know Twitter even has an opportunity for you to pay for posts as well. What value have you seen in that?
So Facebook, because that is the way it is, there's a lot of value, because that's just how it is. The organic reach on Facebook is near nil at this point, so you have to do that. And so because you have to, there's a lot of value in boosting posts to the right target audience, not just to everyone. Right. So boosting posts and running ads on Facebook definitely gives results. But you have to also understand what type of results are you looking for. So you can't sell Ferrari on Facebook. That's not the audience. That doesn't work. But you can definitely have people sign up to your newsletter list. You can definitely have people go to your lead page and register interest for your next class.
So then they can use social media for not just for selling and trying to get clients, but just getting in the engagement, getting the contacts, and then they can use a different medium for the selling side of it.
I mean, I love social media. It's what I do for my business. But at the end of the day, social media is the roadmap to your house, and your house is your website. Because when Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn decides to do something different and it messes up your business, if you don't have those people in a newsletter list or in a way to contact them, you've lost them. Right. You've lost all that hard work. So social media is the roadmap to get to your website.
Right. I love that. I told y'all, I love her. I don't have to say a word. You can just preach the stuff that I'm preaching all the time. So I love it. Yes, have your home, have that hub and your website there. So now let me ask you as well, in tying into social media, what's new? What are some of the new platforms that kind of seem like they're going to be growing, that maybe people can get in on the ground floor of and start growing with?
I've seen a lot of flash in the pans. Like there's been Anchor, which is a video social platform. A audio social platform, and I've seen a lot of those. But really, currently, everybody's really focusing on live streaming. So that's. Once Facebook gets into the game, there's something to be said, because Facebook waited a year after Periscope, and then they were like, okay, we're ready to go live, and so. That's really where we're at now. We're at that moment where we can see and interact with people face to face, because we just video and how we communicate with others is just where we are right now.
Okay. So now let's talk a little bit about, because definitely in handing over social media, one, business want to do it because that's not what they need to focus on, but they want to be effective out there on social media. Part of the reason that they want to be effective on it is in growing their numbers and all of that. But let's talk a little bit about quality versus quantity when it comes to getting numbers and followers in social media.
People want to buy likes and followers and all that stuff, but it's the same way as having a really huge email list and nobody opens it or buys from you. Great, you've got 1 million people on your email list. Awesome. When's the last time they bought something from you? When's the last time they clicked a link? When's the last time they said, yes, I will attend your program? So it's the same thing with your Facebook fan page or your followers. You can have a lot of people, but if they don't care about your business, if they're not advocates for your business, then they're not doing nothing for your business. And in fact, they're harming it, because your analytics, when you're looking at your data on the back end, it looks like you are doing horribly on social media because you've got 1 million followers and no engagement, and it looks like you're not doing anything. So having followers who are dedicated to your business, if you've got 5 people and that's all you got, but they are like, every time you put something out and they're sharing it or they attend, those are the 5 people you want.
Wow. I love that. And so, that's something we talk about a lot, really focusing on the quality. So many people always ask, what are the numbers? What are the numbers? And I'm like, are they quality though? Are they doing business? So in working with you, how do you work with your clients in, one, looking at their analytics? Because one thing I love to say is, if you're not measuring, you're not marketing. You've got to be measuring. Otherwise, you're just out there spending time posting. So how do you work with them in looking at their analytics? Because it can be confusing what all that information is.
Oh, yeah. So the most important thing is understanding your analytics, is knowing your goals. So we got to make sure those goals are created. Well, what am I doing here? Do I want to increase my newsletter list by 10%? Am I trying to increase sales to this product by 5%? What are those hard numbers? Because without those numbers, analytics won't tell you anything. And so once the goals are established in numbers, goals and numbers, like I always, goals and numbers, those together, not just like, oh, I want more people to like me.
Right.
No, how many more?
Okay. So you got to know where you are so that you can, and then you got to figure out where you want to get.
Yes.
And then you can help them with how to accomplish that.
Yes, interpret those analytics to say, oh, okay, we saw a 10% increase in click-throughs. That's a great thing. We're headed on our way to our goal. Because sometimes analytics can tell different stories depending on what your goals are.
Okay, so let's talk about your program that you have to help small businesses with this.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it, but as you can tell, I'm an excitable person. And it's social media for small business. And the reason why I'm excited about it is because people are always asking me, hey, Tamay, what about this Facebook thing? Or what about this? Or what? So they're always asking me how to proceed in their social media. So this program I created so people can ask me that whenever they need to. So they don't have to wait until they see me next time at a networking event. They can say, hey, I'm doing this event. How do I support it with social media? And then we also provide content. Because look, I do it for a living, and whoo, there are days where I'm like, I haven't posted on Twitter in a while. Let's not talk about that. It gets hard for everybody. And so we provide content to make sure that people can have a little bit of help throughout the week to say, okay, oh, I don't have to create anything. I can go here and get something. And then we provide training because it sucks to Google your answers all the time. It's always to say, Google, what do I do with it? Google can't give you anything. Google can't say, well, for your business, you should do this. Google can say, well, a lot of people are doing this, but not what should you do for your business. So we provide training to make sure that, hey, actually for your business, you can ignore this and proceed with this.
Wow. And we know so many businesses out there need this. So instead of treating Tamay like you do your doctor when you see him at a party and say, I have this little problem right here, how do I fix it? So instead of seeing her out and just saying, hey, what I do, take advantage of her program so that you can really zone in there. So please tell everyone how they can become a part of your program.
Yes, if you go to the link bit.ly/SMSB101, that's bit.ly/SMSB101. You'll go there, you'll find all the information, you can sign up there.
Fantastic. So you all make sure that you sign up. So now let me ask you, how do you manage your own social media?
Yeah, oh my goodness. Like I said, there are days where it doesn't work out well, but I use a system. Between Hootsuite and then there's IFT and Zapier, I've created sort of kind of an automated system.
Now slow down, because I know our audience wants to, they're writing, they're taking this stuff down. So Hootsuite. Okay.
IFT. IFTTT, yes, IFTTT or IFFT, I can't remember, but if you just type, in IFT, it'll pop up, and then there's Zapier, and these are sort of kind of the three platforms I use to automate my presence. Now, I don't recommend auto posting, directly from Instagram to Facebook, but there's one thing that I really like, and if you use IFT, you can actually tag your tweets with the hashtag IN, and they will automatically go to LinkedIn. So it's a great way to stay up on your LinkedIn content without actually having to go to LinkedIn and post on the wall, and you can still pick and choose what content goes on LinkedIn. And if you mix in Hootsuite, that means you can actually schedule your LinkedIn post, which you can't do on the platform natively.
Okay, so I love that tip. Now, and many of you out there may know about Hootsuite. That's been out for a long time. If this, then that is what it stands for, so you can get all those T's together. That and Zapier is newer kids on the block. They've been around, but now more popular. But kind of explain to people how those two work, because they're not quite like a Hootsuite.
No, so IFT and Zapier are meant for the Internet of Things. So they're not just for social media. But if you have a smart light bulb, you can have, if it rains, you can have the smart light bulb turn blue. So it's meant for the Internet of Things in this connected world that we're beginning to live in. And it connects all these disparate services and makes them talk to each other and do things automatically. So that's why I like it.
It's an amazing concept. You really just have to get in, go to the site, and check it out and see what it offers. But a lot of different features and services that you can connect with. So now tell me, with social media, I want to wrap it up with, how do businesses know that it's effective? How do they increase their revenue, which is, of course, their ultimate thing, right? Increase their revenue. How do they know that it's effective?
At the end of the day, it's going back to setting those goals. Because that's how you measure effectiveness. If for you, effective goal is 10% increase in newsletter list, then you hit that, then you're effective at social media. If you're, I want to fill all of my workshops for the next 4 months, and you hit that, then you're effective. So it's all about setting those goals first before you jump on social media. So when things happen and events happen, you can look at the data and say, yes, this was effective. No, it wasn't effective.
Okay, so I love this. And I hope you all took some great notes today. I mean, we went from you don't have to be on every single platform to picking the right platform to knowing your target audience to don't overuse the hashtags. Don't do too much cross-pollinating. You know, have your unique post. Check out some of the new platforms that are out there. But I think the big underlying one is know your goals. Know where you are now. Know your stats. And then know where you want to go.
Absolutely.
And then to manage it all, you've got
me.
W2S Marketing right here. So we want you to reach out to Tamay. Tamay, please tell everyone how they can get in touch with you.
Yeah, the best way is you can email me, Tamay, Tamay at W2Smarketing.com. And the great thing is my name is quite unique. So if you just type in Tamay Shannon into Google, you will find my website, my Periscope, my Facebook. You will find all of that. You'll find my smiling face.
We love it. Thank you so much for joining us today, Tamay.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Everyone, we've had a great time. Please, you know this episode, you've got to share it.
Yes.
You have to make sure that you give us some comments and some feedback. Check out the episode again at www.bizlinks.tv. Go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/bizlinkstv. Don't forget our YouTube channel, youtube.com/bizlinkstv. Be sure to subscribe so you can get up-to-date information. Also, please give us some comments for our wonderful guests. Give some feedback. If you've got some questions, put those out there as well. And then make sure that you also reach out to our guests. I'm Pamela Alexander with BizLinks TV Network, exposing your business to the world.